10 years old me wondering why no beta got 0 on his test when the paper was clearly full of ticks. Adding value for customers, something AI, corporate product management. Yeah, so I went to visit my friend. Bidet users, bro get a bidet, it's life changing. Accidentally just closed one of those important tabs that had been open on my phone for several years. How the interviewer sits and listens to all your bullshit knowing damn well they are just gonna hire their relative instead. Microsoft engineers while creating any of their products, I'm going to make this way harder than it needs to be. How the F does an ID expire rhyme the same men for life? MFs when the Rolling Stones released Paint It Black in 1966. A medieval peasant with supposedly 150 work days a year, have a day off, plow your feudal lord's fields, maintain your own property, work some more. Huh. POV you realize you were wrong while explaining something. Was 1995 30 years ago? AI overview. No, 1995 was not 30 years ago. If today is July 25th 2025 then 30 years ago would be 1995. So yes, 1995 was 30 years ago. How I feel waiting outside after texting my friend I'm here. Next it's your turn. Got any fatherly advice for me? Yeah, if she has AirPods and run. You're dating a red flag with Spotify Premium. IQ doesn't matter, I scored a 130 on an IQ test and I'm dumb as she. Tired of people walking all over me, this is how I'm fighting back. I hate when I'm having a sugar craving and someone tries to give you some bullshit advice like if you want something sweet why don't you just have an apple, because an apple doesn't taste like a red velvet cupcake bag. iOS 26 adds call screening. Android users, hey I have seen this one. Apple users, what do you mean you have seen it? It's brand new. I declared side. You can't just say the word side and expect anything to happen. I didn't say it, I declared it. Sorry guys, my mom said no to World War, maybe next time. I showed my students that I can say my ABCs backwards and a student shouted she's a witch, and then I unzipped my jacket and revealed my Hocus Pocus shirt and they all screamed and the universe has never aligned like this for me. I don't know who needs to hear this but this means your effing high beams are on and I can't see she. Stranger Things Season 5, me excited. Game of Thrones flashbacks, me. What's one thing your partner doesn't know? When we watch movies together we always snack. One of our favorites to munch on during the movie are the Sour Punch bites. She takes all the blue ones because I don't like them and they are her favorite. Always says how lucky she is that worked out like that. The blue ones are also my favorite but she can have them. Fart means speed in Sweden. Fart control. Max fart 5. Fart hinder. Me doing 85 in the fast lane. BMW. Lifted pickup. Nissan Altima. Do I love sleeping? Yes. Do I stay up late for no reason? Yes. Do I regret it in the morning? Absolutely. Will I do it again? Definitely. When babies don't eat from anyone except their mothers you have to use another formula. No, don't release iOS 26 you're so exy aha. Paramedic arriving on scene. OMG their face is totally disfigured. Me who only hurt my leg. What? When I ask her out and she actually says yes, confused screaming. GPS. Enter the roundabout. Americans. Enter the what? When the mountains call a legend home. He nods one last time. R.I.P. Robert Redford. What are you waiting for? I don't know. For you to be normal I guess. Me too kid. Old man yells at Gen Z using R instead of A. My ancestors watching me smell my wet to see if I can go one more day without a shower. Me and my classmates when we get a pop quiz but we hear shots out of the room. Me watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Bet you have never seen this post before. When you sleep for 8 hours, that felt like a 30-minute nap. When you take a 30-minute nap, that felt like I have been asleep for 8 hours. Boss, why don't you show up early? Me, date, and f***ing cigarettes at 7 AM on the countryside. Me finally being able to afford a holiday after 10 years. My wisdom tooth. Pounds, kilograms, 0, inches, centimeters, 0, Fahrenheit, Kelvin, Rankine, Celsius. Full season allergies hit me like left nostril, never stuffy, contributes 98% of the air I breathe. Right nostril, always clogged, contributes 2% of the air I breathe. Human actions are determined by fat. How? Brain consists of around 60% fat. When I hear people chew very loud or with their mouth open. The sun watching you steal its heat, turn it into electricity and then use it to cool your room. Cars in action movies after they have been shot 1000 times, still runs. Car in horror movies, won't start, you ain't seen nothing yet. Loss of child, let it go. Then. Versus now. Me carrying my regrets. Someone told me chickens love mirrors, but I had no idea they would need to wait in line to use it. Use Windows 11. Keep using Windows 10 after end of support. Get Windows 10 LTSC. Switch to Linux. What you order, crunchy taco. What you get. Leaving a bad review in the 1920s. Painless dentist. Liar. You effed my brains out. Now you were stupid when we started. It's got a wooden frame, wooden engine, wooden wheels and a wooden gas tank. Did he ride it? No, wouldn't start. Waking up after having a dream about the most random person you know. Be told women have been kept out of literature for centuries, have to use initials or publish anonymously to be taken seriously. Modern day, they finally dominate the book scene. 8 out of 10 bestsellers are women. It's all pornography. Netflix, can you solve these unsolved mysteries? Me, sitting on the couch in my underwear eating my 4th bowl of Cocoa Puffs. Probably. Son, why is my sister called Rose? Father, because your mum loves roses. Son, thanks dad. Father, no problem. Blockbuster Atari Hulkamania. We are living in a simulation, and I'm stuck in the lobby. Me mentally preparing myself to leave the house and deal with humans. Not gonna lie, getting lucked into Jumanji for 30 years doesn't sound too bad right now. In fiction, girls after losing their parents. Boys after losing their parents. When someone posts AI generated content here, we don't do that here. The indomitable human spirit, the indifferent cruelty of the universe. Program, tech companies, same program with bad and useless AI features. Me drinking a root beer as a kid and pretending to be drunk because I just had some beer. When the marketing department didn't get any outside opinions on their new logo, science-based bodybuilding just dropped their new branding. Chile, Argentina. Birth of tragedy, Nietzsche summarized and explained. Smoke alarm beeps. My social skills include laughing when I shouldn't laugh, telling jokes in awkward situations, saying you too when the waiter tells me to enjoy my meal. My mom's signature. My signature. A labubu was left on Karl Marx's grave. This sentence was never meant to be said. When you're trying to read the subtitles and watch the movie at the same time. Little did anyone realize he was their leader. Saying is so a Namak. Guys help, my camera keeps turning on this filter and I can't turn it off. My favorite childhood memory is having energy. Double standards everywhere. Me searching the internet trying to find that weird looking movie I saw on the shelf once at Blockbuster 20 years ago. Yours is perfect babe, the tight ones hurt. Me in the middle of the night questioning my decisions in life. I'm going to war, don't talk to any girls there. Reasons for not having been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. New adults going through one of the most difficult economic crises in modern time. This is fine. I may seem weird on the outside. That's because I'm also weird on the inside. The greatest research skill you can have is being an Aussie bee who wants to find out. X-rays show a stress fracture to your forehead. Any clue what caused that? Every 3 AM. Unwanted alarm. Wheels back. Headbutt. Kids today will never understand the struggle of wired headphones that only work if you hold the cord at a certain angle. What do you do for a living? I do my best. Son, it's my toy. Daughter, no it's mine. Me, you both lay claim to this toy. I shall chop it in two and give each of you half. Son, awesome. Daughter, yes. Me, no that's not. Kids, chop it chop it chop it. Kinda worried about something. Don't know what it is yet. Why is pomegranate just evil con? When the classmate won't stop sniffling every 5 seconds. Manga, anime, Romanian house. When you follow the instructions exactly as written, defend your answer. Answer, Sarge, I don't know how much longer we can hold them. When you have been hoping and praying for a prince to come sweep you off your feet. Phone number from Nigeria, hello. He leaves his party in Poland for her. Far right-wing politician falls in love with model. Your lever sold pills. Your lever sold pills. Shout out to Occidental is okay movies. Gotta be one of my favorite genders. You watch videos at 2x speed because you have a short attention span. I watch videos at 2x speed because I like to waste my time more efficiently. We are not the same. Things I need to understand before I lie. Consciousness, singularity, Big Bang, dark matter or energy, size of the universe, Hate when a job asks you to set goals. My only goal is to remain employed so that I can continue to pay for my living expenses while finding fulfillment in the areas of my life unrelated to a day job. Nintendo games. Nintendo Corporation. If you're not drinking 13 beers with me, I can only assume you're drinking 13 beers against me. My pops used to tell me I had hair on my arms because I was part chimp. He would play monkey sounds off his phone and tell me it was a voicemail from my real father. No one can ever look me in the eyes and tell me they understand what I have been through. Autocorrect, me a non-native English speaker. Time traveler, moves a chair, the timeline. Everyone listen, I got accepted for a NASA internship. Congrats. Wow, thank you so much. You're welcome. Banning predators, Roblox, banning people who catch them. If I'm ever on life support, unplug me then plug me back in, see if that works. Antidepressants will help you live your best life, me on antidepressants. Truck drivers, I effing hate you and hope you lie. People driving the speed limit, people driving 10 over the speed limit. Interview in an IT company. So what makes you suitable for this job? I hacked your computer and invited myself for this interview. Me, bro, I'm going to play at your house. I'm bored at home playing on my cell phone. Friend, okay, at a friend's house. Teacher, copy these notes carefully, they will be on the test, literally 2 seconds later. You use R to censor the word A. I use it when I literally want to moan and text. We are not the same. When your sister is washing the dishes and you slowly put another plate in the sink. Sister's reaction. Your reaction. Why you shrink the dog door. Me trying to remember the name of that boy I played with on the beach 18 years ago who I thought was going to be my best friend but never saw him again so I can possibly reconnect with him on social media. This PC is a session terminated. Just finished the first day of 9 to 5 in my life. It's okay love. I know it feels hard right now but it will get worse. Having to clean the shower is such a joke. Ooh, look at me. I'm a tiled oblong daily flooded with soap and hot water. You know the two things you use for cleaning. Better scrub me down with different soap or I'll develop weird orange fungus. Absolute clown shit. Unacceptable. Hey, I'm back. You think a plant is gonna smooth things over every time you disappear without a word? Yeah, you are damn right. When you're trying to be a ray of sunshine but people keep testing you. Me an EU peasant waiting for the US Civil War. Come on, do something. Beware is well placed. When you put your kid to sit around your neck but for some reason you forgot and started panicking about where on earth is your kid. Me, search my symptoms on Google, get in. Me after successfully guessing my own password. Me as a kid, who's at the door, I'll get it. Me as an adult, I think we need a moat. As a kid, ice cream. As an adult, copper wiring. Superheroes in Marvel when the world is getting destroyed but it's not their movie. No, I don't make her dumb, she's her own person. She can dumb if she wants to, which she doesn't, I guess. When your colleague asks you a question so stupid it makes you wonder how they still have their job. When you know how to manipulate people online without being a creep. I bet you $13,456,324,567 you didn't read that number. You just skipped right over it. You didn't even realize I put a letter in it. No, I didn't, but you went back and looked. I want my like. Yeah, I'll definitely hop on later. The state I found bro in. I don't sleep with vaccinated women. This how 2-year-olds look at you when they are actively sheeing their pants. My taste. My budget. Are ya winning son? Amanda Lopez. Rob Chiaselski. Are you the guy that keeps congratulating me on Duolingo? Thank you, I try to keep going even when cost the cheers help. Yes, that's me. Cool, I wasn't sure if you were just a super cute bot, haha. Me 30 years old among adults. Me 30 years old among young people. How I stare at the teacher when she asks me how my essay is going so far and I say good and we both stare at my blank piece of paper. When you go to the fridge real thirsty and realize you drank the last soda can already.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.